Hello, everyone. This oracle read is titled Light Code Oracle Read because we are receiving a huge influx of light codes, especially over the next few days. Today is October 4th, if you're watching this in the future. And the sun blasted off several solar flares. And these aren't the most potent we've ever received, but they are the most potent of this cycle. And I'm already feeling it before they have arrived. How about you? Hello, Dolly. So before I even opened this up, I pulled a card, and it kind of made me just wonder where this reading is going to go, because it's after the rain. And this card is really the card to remind us that after the storm, we can experience the most deep sense of our feelingness as a human. That's the time that we are oftentimes reawoken to the fact that miracles are here and present. And so for those of you that are here, are you feeling that the energies are amping up right now? And are you feeling that something almost intangible is about to occur and you can't describe it? Basically, are you feeling this inflow that we're all experiencing? And if you're not, that's okay. I'm just getting the curiosities flowing. For those of you, and it looks like a lot of you are probably new here, my name is Bree. I am an energy healer, a channel, a multidimensional being. All of you are all of these things as well. If you don't know yet, hello. Well, I'm happy to be the one to tell you. We all have these abilities to tune into the energy and to align mind, body, and soul. It's all within our ability. We're sort of taught that it's not in our ability, but it is. So we received this card first because Spirit wants us to know that yes, we're going to be feeling a lot, especially over the next few days. It's going to feel kind of boily is the word I'm being brought to, but it's going to bring some things up. So we're just being reminded to go with that process. When emotions are getting maybe intense for you, or maybe energy just feels intense for you over the next few days, you're being reminded right now before you even experience that, so that you can have the ability to stop in that moment and really just remind yourself, okay, light codes are coming in. I'm expanding right now. Something is shifting within me right now. And you can give yourself that reminder of, okay, I'm going to allow. Because the mind might come in and say some things. Observe the mind, and especially observe the mind when we're receiving things like CMEs, and when we're receiving, and there's other we can call them scientific things going on with the energetic field of the planet, where it is a little bit more weakened than normal. So the veils are very thin and thinning, and that will continue to build throughout this month and into the next few months. So we're just being invited to remember. This is a channeled message that's coming in, so I'll just drop into that and bring it all the way through, which is that as truths are revealed and as your paradigms are put into question, allow yourself the pause necessary to let those things expose and just sit with them before you take action, which is coming in with I'm getting, sorry, there's something in my eye. I was getting this symbol in my clairvoyance of no, stop. So that just means if you're feeling maybe something, it could even feel exciting or very fearful. And then you might feel the urge to take action. And I mean action that will actually affect your life, your everyday life. I'm not saying like, ooh, an action to go get a smoothie. If that comes up, I mean, go get a smoothie. But if it's something that's going to like sign a contract or something in the next few days, and it's from this very, this is for one of you or two of you or some of you. Okay. Sorry, I got interrupted by some motors behind me. But yes, so if that comes up for you and it's actually something that will impact your life, take pause. Because you might want to actually allow a little bit more. Yeah, because, okay, this is another image I'm getting, and I'm also getting to pull another card. So I'm getting, as these light codes come in, I'm just going to let you guys sit with it before I look at it. Okay, yeah, boiling. So it's going to bring a lot up, maybe within you, that was like buried, and it just needed some pressure to like kick it out. Be aware that sometimes those things when they're, and I call these screens or blocks that can come over our chakras through programming. But as that's bursted out, let's say, you might catch a glimmer of it, and because it's seemingly new, it's something you haven't visited in a while, let's say, you might want to grab onto it, like, and I'm being shown the image of like grabbing pieces of glitter around you. So just be aware. Oh my! I'm sorry. I'm getting really riled up because my best friend is here in the whole wide world. Amanda, I love you. This is, wow. Can you feel the love that's like brewing in this field? Because it's happening. So yes, back to the reading. I love you so much, Amanda. And Bradley too, hello. These are like two people that are in my daily life and light me up. Okay, so we got the rose garden. Oh, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Ha, it is an Amanda thing, Andy. So I love you. So we're really being, Spirit's being a little loud with this message to say, really love on yourself the next few days. Like it's your number one priority. Love yourself. Maybe that means you're having that treat that you don't normally treat yourself to. Maybe that means you're extending upon your self-care in a way that doesn't even feel in your reach, but you actually do it in the next few days. Because when we're receiving new energy, and they're bringing me to the light body now, so we're taking in all of these light codes through our sun, and they pour into the field of the planet and then into our fields. And our fields are being, the light quotient is being expanded. So as that expansion is taking place, love on yourself. Retrain your own programming to, I love myself, I deserve love. I trust myself. I accept myself. I see that I have these quirks or tendencies, and I love that about me. Instead of, and I'm being brought to, probably because my childhood best friend is here, but imagine the feeling you get from someone in your life, maybe they're not even in your life anymore, but someone in your life that showed you unconditional love. And turn that back to yourself. That feeling that that person in your life helped you to feel for yourself, give yourself that times 10. You know? Okay, and is that all for this card sphere? Yes. Okay, 7. Getting the next card, and just so everyone knows, this will be going for the next probably 15 minutes. And It will also be posted on my YouTube if you have to go at any point. This is a very come as you are type of situation when these readings are going on. And let me pull this card before I share any more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm going to have you look at it again before I look. So the other thing I wanted to share is, and no, it's gone. So when I show up for these readings, hi Mel. Oh, what a group we have today. Wow. I'm glad I did this at this later time than I normally do it. So normally, yes, I do these oracle readings. I really enjoy and get to receive these oracle readings, through me on Fridays. I normally do them like around lunch time, which is like 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. But not always. I don't always announce them either. And I also do other ones throughout time. So if you're not following me yet, I hope that you give that a consider. So the card we got, the breathing rose. Heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. And these two words are actually really standing out to me because it seems like the theme of this reading, which is, as we're expanding, as we're shifting through consciousness, as we're returning to our true soulful embodiment, our alignment with that which is divine, which is in all beings, we're being reminded we can turn on the lens of the observer, meaning in any moment in our life, when it seems like something that just sends off the bells and whistles, we have the ability to stop, pause, drop from the head into the heart, really go into the heart, feel into the heart, allow those energies to really balance. And then we can, if we need to, and you will not always need to, but there may be moments, especially in amplified energy and receiving CMEs from our son's like, here is all of this stuff, like shouting it at us kind of in the most loving of ways. But when that is happening, we're being reminded of this concept that I take my clients, I don't even like to call the people I get to serve clients, but it's called a pattern interrupt. So you're noticing when you're triggered and you're pausing right then and there before you maybe start to react, before you maybe, do something that isn't necessarily helpful or healthy for you, but it's kind of your escape mechanism of sorts. Instead of doing that, you're stopping, pausing, you're evaluating, what do I feel right now? How am I right now? You're checking in. How do I feel? Do I feel balanced? Do I feel in alignment? Is there anything I can even do about whatever it is, whatever stimuli is presenting? And then if it's too much, you can zoom out. So you can go really out and you can go from above, start to see it from, oh, I see down. And you can even just imagine, visualize, pretend it's a game, whatever. But you're zooming out and you're seeing everyone in the space. And I've done this in so many instances of my life. My two kids, sometimes they get in these fights and it's just like they're both in this loop. And I just have to sit and I have to observe because there is nothing I can do in that moment. And those are the moments, particularly when everyone's kind of spiraling out. Maybe they're even spiraling at me. Maybe those emotions that they're feeling inside, they're wrestling with each other. They might be coming out actually at me. And I have the ability to then and there go, oh, and I can see from above, oh, okay, I see. Here's this scenario. Here I am in the room. Here are my, in this example, my two children who are arguing. Oh, okay, I see now. They both had a little bit of a rough day at school. They didn't really want to be there for the whole day, and now they're a little bit, So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be the presence. I'm going to be the love because I can see now that I'm seeing from this vantage point, from this perspective. I can see what is needed here is I just need to sit in love. And then I can come back into the body a little bit more, really ground, and go, all right. And I can just be that love. But if I let myself, and it really feels like Spirit's nudging me to share this full out, is if I were to let myself sit and get tied up in it, or sit in there and go, oh, this is happening again, or let my mind go off, I wouldn't be able to sit and be that tonic in that room. And it could go many different ways that would not be as in alignment with why I came here, which is to remember who I am, which is love. Ooh, okay. I'm sharing a lot today. Cool. We're getting the next cards. Does everyone want to sit with this for a second? Because, yes, she's in the nude. And she has flowers loving her and her loving the flowers. And I can hear my kids upstairs. They heard me. They knew. See? Telepathy is real. Okay, the next card I'm going to look at, because the rest I had you all see first. This one I'm going to look at Soul. This is the reunion card. Just breathing through it. Thank you. Soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. I mean. So this is Spirit's way of saying, yeah, like we're getting these CMEs and it's going to be a little bit, whoop, a little bit energized, a little bit, ah! You know what I'm saying. What if during that time you also meet someone, I don't know, ooh, I'm probably I'm playing a little bit of Cupid right now. I'm cool with that. I'm so cool with that. But I was just seeing an image where maybe you're having this moment of pattern interrupt and you're out at a restaurant or you're out at an event or you're somewhere new and you're sitting there and you're in your observer. Doesn't mean everything around you is perfectly settled and peaceful, maybe quite the opposite, but you're sitting there and you're in your observer and from across the room you spot someone else in their observer and somehow you tingle and you both see each other fully. There's going to be some love matches this weekend. I can't believe I'm saying that because I never thought I'd be like that oracle card reader, but you know, here I am. Here I am. Pay attention. This is for some of you. Pay attention to who you meet in the next few days. Hi, Brittany. And hi, Anthony. Yeah, numerology is going to be kicking into high gear this next few days. 11 people here now. Isn't it fun? I'm in my comfort. So collaboration. Just pay attention. Okay? For some of you. All right, 4. The rose thread. Inner call. Soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. So what's standing out to me on this card, I'm going to hold it a little bit closer. There's the 2 images of this. I'm sorry, I got really close to the microphone. Here is, okay, let's just say we're gonna play with this. We're gonna riff off this a little bit. Okay, let's say here's 3DU. Just playing around and having fun with it. Here's 3DU. Here's 5DU. These are just 2 timelines of you. No big deal. They exist, both of them, simultaneously. And you can see up here, what's this up here? This is the unified self. This is the oversoul. That both the 3DU and the 5DU eventually will unify with again, up here in the oversoul. So we're really being invited to remember it is a multidimensional experience. Quite literally, everything that can happen is happening somewhere. That is how brilliant and divine the soul is. The soul has the ability to project itself into multiple dimensions at once. Your oversoul, that which is you and is eternal, you exist on all of these different planes. So when you're sensing that you're ascending, when you're sensing that you're shifting in consciousness, you're changing a bit. When you sense that I am becoming the co-creator of my reality, I am able now to see everything that's occurring around me exactly as I need to see it in that moment. And you have the ability quite literally to, all of you can remote view, all of you can astral travel. This is not something that is select. This is something that your oversoul is, it's natural. Zooming out, yeah. You always have that ability. Maybe whatever that thing is that's causing you strife in life, and it just seems to continually, repetitively cause you strife in life, maybe you're going to have the ability to start seeing that as your gift. Maybe you're going to start to see that as a pressure that was moving you towards your alignment with source, your higher self-consciousness. Chloe, I am so good. This has been a really nice gathering that I have been enjoying every nanosecond of. It's been quite lovely. How are you? Are you feeling these energies coming in? Are you aware of the sun beginning to allow us to remember everything that we are? Good. So we're just being reminded again with this card before I pull the next one. Ooh, a lot of energy. We might be getting, that CME might be here now. Is anyone able to check the NOAA website? We might be getting hit with it right now. Yeah. Hello. Cool, at the beach. Thank you for bringing those vibes, vibing and thriving 333. Felt terrible during the eclipses, but released something massive and ancient. So beautiful. Yeah, the ancient codes have been really prevalent. We're doing what I've been shown, and I've heard other channels speak to this, timeline conversions. We're amidst it right now. So it's all about unification. And it's all about right now releasing resistance and integrating. And it's knowing that everything is handled. It's all happening. It's an acceptance of what is. So it's truly, we talked about this earlier in the reading, but it's seeing even those things that maybe you used to, they use this phrase a lot. I don't even have any bane of existences in my life right now, but I don't know, it's the only thing that resonates. But whatever that bane of existence is for you, whatever that thing is that's like, it's like the problem that you've had for a year or more or whatever, you're going to start to realize that is you're going to see it in such a different light. You're going to see it as a gift. You really are. And I know a lot of you are like, no way. My biggest problem, my biggest thing that it's been my biggest gift. It moved me into myself so deeply, to love myself so deeply, trust myself so deeply, to know in the unknowing and the uncertainty that everything is perfectly all right. Yeah, that's what our pressures do for us, if we let them. Okay, and I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Gosh, this group is so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Spirit. Whew. Okay. Okay, 3 and 7. So that's 3. Okay, these are the last 2 cards. Got it. Having inner dialogue. If you're new here, you're going to see me having lots of conversations. Oh, I guess these must have been needed to be seen by you somehow. Okay. So eventually, you're going to have this complete ability to realize that there's a version of you that has the keys, has the knowings, has the everything for everything. And you can access that version in all now moments. Yeah, it's possible. And you're going to start seeing that, if you don't already. So, the mystic rose: compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful. So much going on here. You are not the only one, and definitely not the only one on the accents. So, we all have a mystic within that's accessible, that can alchemize everything that happens, everything that is. And if you don't know that yet, now you do. We all have this magic inside of us, and we are sold the story that the magic's outside. We're going to go find it at a store. You're not going to find your magic at a store. You're going to find your magic inside. And sometimes that does mean we have to go and back within the layers that got in the way of that magic. And we have to go into them and take them out so that we can go, I see you, I love you. And it melts. And it becomes a part of your bloom because it nurtures the soil. Okay. I'm getting a message that my kids are going to be running down the stairs soon. Yes, that sounds probable. Okay, so I'm going to do, so the last message on the Mystic Rose, humility. Yeah, this is important. Humility and humanity are really standing out. So we talked a lot today about the higher self. We talked a lot today about the oversoul, which knows all, which is outside of time and space, which has all that we could ever need, right? But we're also human, right? And being human does require humility. We're going to make mistakes here. We're going to have those moments where we let our ego bring us into spaces and places that are not for our highest good. We're going to have those moments still. None of us are truly enlightened, and if we were, we would not be in a physical form anymore. So we can continue to allow our light body to have more of the ability to expand, so we can bring in these light codes, this new light, and the new body to have more of the ability to expand, so we can bring in these light codes, this new light. And the new light is why it can bring up, not taking anyone on right now. So that new light, it energizes and it's electric. So we have to just remember that so that we have the proper tools to ground that energy, to anchor that energy. And the last card of the reading, what? I must have been a show host in a parallel life or something. The child within. Oh, I love this round out of the message. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. So I'm just being brought to this image now of, remember that no matter what your relationship is to no matter what your relationship is to the word mother or the word father. Yeah, Spirit's asking me to have you just try to dissolve your human ideas around those two words and connect to the divine mother, the divine father, in any moment that you may need, because your inner child does not leave you. Your inner teenager does not leave you. Your inner version of you that went through that breakup or that life shakeup or that whatever, these versions are meant to be integrated, brought back into the wholeness. So, and I brought through a transmission on my YouTube this morning. If you're resonating with this message and you're not following me on YouTube, I highly suggest you take it out or check it out. It was a full channel healing. And we're just being reminded that it's not about finding the bits of us that are flawed and then wanting to get rid of them or change them. It's more so about, okay, this thing about myself I've labeled as flawed, and that blocked me from my flow. So now I'm going to take this part of me that I was calling flawed, or I don't know, whatever negative inner self-talk was going on about this. Instead, you're accepting that. And instead of saying, oh, I always make that mistake, or oh, you're saying, you know, I love that. I love that about me. I love that I'll just bring up a raw example. I often, when I'm drinking water, and I drink water a lot, actually gonna have a sip right now. But I was like chugging water, and I spill water on my shirts a lot. It happens to me quite a bit. But now, in the past, I would have been like, oh, silly, whatever. I don't know what I would have said because it's been so long. But now when it splashes on me or whatever, I just kind of giggle at myself. Or sometimes I'll trip, or I'll just not have my balance, especially after channeling, if I haven't grounded myself properly. But I'm no longer truly, this is what I'm going to round it out with. So what we're doing in healing is about allowing everything that is. Accepting everything that is. We're softening around everything that is. And we're training ourselves kind of moment to moment to live from the heart instead of the head. Because the 3D way of life, I'll call it, the 3D paradigm, was really from the head. It was directed from the mind. And the mind only knows what the mind knows. And so the mind will often just be protecting you against fear. And so that's why this shift to we can call it shift to 5D it's unity consciousness is what it really is. It's allowing all of it. It's letting ourselves let go of the labels. It's softening into letting go of the judgment. It's softening into accepting ourselves in our entirety. Quips, fumbles, whatever, all of it. And we're just meeting our edge again and again and again and again. And we keep showing up to the moment, which living in presence is what it's truly all about. And when we're not worried about the past anymore and we're not stressed about the future anymore, we realize that time it's quite a construct. And if you don't believe that, remember the last time that you thought 5 minutes went by, but it was an hour. That also indicates that you may have been in a channeling state, which all of you can do. It's called flow state, and it's something that is so natural to the soul. But if you were trained in 3D, if you were trained maybe in the corporate world like I was, you're going to be retraining yourself to live as you actually are. And that's going to be a venture, you know, when you're used to sacrificing 40 to 60 hours of your week every week, and then all of a sudden you allow yourself to actually be in the moment and not be taking that amount of time to throw yourself at something that wasn't even for you. It's going to be a process. I only share that because I've been out of the corporate world for almost 3 years now, and I'm still catching myself in old programming like that I was in for so many years. And if you are in that, maybe you consider yourself in a matrix job or a job that is not in alignment with you. If that is true for you, then I strongly encourage you to start exploring your excitement in small ways every single day. Dropping into the heart every single day. What can I do? Maybe you only have 10 minutes. What can I do today for 10 minutes that's going to light my soul on fire? That's going to make me feel like a dolphin. That's going to, you're switching to a houseboat and cooking. That is, wow, that's really cool. That's like, I feel like that's a dream. That's a dream. Stefania Marian 6, I might be saying that wrong, but wow, that is so cool. That's fire. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so you just invited me actually to a dream that I wouldn't have even considered. So that's what we're doing every day. Okay, I'm gonna drop into my heart. Maybe like nothing is coming up because you feel kind of in a rut or something of that sort. Can you drop into the heart and just go, okay, if I had no limits, if I didn't have this job today, or if I didn't have whatever, what would be my highest excitement? And maybe it is like, oh, I'm gonna go to that body of water that's a little ways away, or I'm going to go to that forest that's a little ways away, or maybe I'm going to go play with animals that I wouldn't normally ever do that, but I'm going to do it today because it's really exciting for me. And it's just all about following the feeling. That's why we came to be human. A lot of you are like, I don't know why I'm human. I wish I... No, we wanted to be here. Some of us need that reminder. We wanted to be here. And we're here, so we make the most of it. And we celebrate it. Even when it's a little riley and wily. Taxes and rent. Well, that is such a cool life you're living. And I'm glad you're living it because you're living it fully. And that's what we all should be doing. Can be doing if we choose it. Thank you all for being here. This was delightful today. I will be here every Friday, so come hang out with me. I never know what time, but it's just a delight, and it's a pleasure to find levity with all of you through all of this shifting in consciousness, because we can. It's in our grasp. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and into the next few days, don't forget to hydrate. Let me be that annoying person in your life. I'm fine with it. Hydrate more than you're used to, because our bodies are made up of mostly water. So as our light body is expanding, the water helps all of that to integrate and ground. Thank you all for being here so much. This was a delight. Namaste.